this. It has to be what, almost like at a 90 degree, yeah.
Pseudo planche push-up. First of all, I would love to know, because I know that you could possibly be my father. I'm 32 years old,
Yes.
so you're old enough to be my father.
Yes.
And I've seen you do things physically that I'm at your size astonished to see. I want to know what inspires you, because I know for me, longevity is the key for why I work out. That is why I work out. I don't work out to gain muscles. I'm not trying to gain any type of craziness. I just want to be able to be 90 years old and be mobile in my right mind. Because I see that as a lot of people get older, they deteriorate, and they end up in nursing homes and or just don't have the care that they need to be able to be functional and
Absolutely.
you know, in society and matter. You know what I mean? So what inspires you?
Well, let me tell you, I got wrapped up in the entire athletic, well, let's call it the athletic paradigm. And that is, hey, you got to work real hard, and you're right here at the bottom, and then you got to, as you work yourself up, you become to the top, you come to the pinnacle, whether that's the NFL, Hollywood movies, kickboxing, MMA, music, or commercials all around the world.
Which is all stuff you've already done.
Correct. So then you go all the way, you find yourself going back down with age and losing a few fights, maybe more than a few. You've seen my record. So that was pretty nice. So, well,
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, and you go right back down. However, I'm very happy I won financially, and I was able to retire in a wonderful tropical place. But you want to know something? I found myself just kind of getting a bit down. Well, depressed, who knows? But how about non-satisfied? Here I was, now I'm 49, so this happened when I was 47, 45, somewhere in that range. Here I was with all the money in the world, living in a wonderful, beautiful tropical place, and absolutely nothing left. I'd wake up, play my video games, eat everything I want, go to the gym, work out, get ready to do some bench press, and find myself unable to do the bench press. What? Scared to do it. Thought the bench press would fall down, crush me. Then I have to get well, let me tell you, living in the tropics does have some plus sides and some negative sides. Some of the negative sides, you really have to stay healthy 24/7, because you need to learn the language, you need to learn the culture. You know, everybody's my same size. So I put 500 or 600 pounds on the bar and I get stuck. Oh, I'm never coming back up. You want to know why? Because I'm unable to do it. I used to be able to do that in my 20s, and I'm no able to do that when I'm almost 50. So that's when the whole thing starts. I start thinking, well, in order for me to get this strength, should I take a bunch of supplements of every sort, every type? Well, that's no going to work. You want to know why? I'm no professional in anything. Professional retired athlete, getting big. Then I started thinking to myself, getting big, getting fat, you know what I mean? Unable to, getting big, getting fat, dealing with this and that, you know what I mean? Living in the tropics, living in Thailand, unable to do anything.
Living the life.
Yes, living the life of nothing, you know? So I was just like, what should I do? I needed to find a way to challenge myself. I needed to find a way that I could survive again. And how could I? Well, just getting up. This is what my day would look like. I'd get up, play some video games, eat. Oh, should I work out today? No, I can do it tomorrow. Then what? Go back and lay back down in the bed? Get up and go where? Walk around? I mean, these things, once you live in the paradise, your good weather is everywhere. So no matter where you go, it's the same weather. Those tropical flowers that you find very beautiful, well, they're around your yard. They're around everywhere you live here. So you see the place. So what are you going to do? And you're unable to lift weights like you're young. Big deal. Well, so I decided to switch off, and I found out that calisthenics was the way to go.
Change your body.
Yes.
Not yoga.
No. No way. No, let me tell you what. That's right. If you think that you're doing yoga, thank you very much for bringing that up.
I have to, because a lot of people are confused.
Yes, I am one of those people who are anti-yoga in the sense, that's right, anti-yoga in the sense that if you are doing yoga now, what do you do 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now? if you are already 70
When you really
or
can't
90,
lift
then,
any type of
you
weights
should
and
be doing
you-
yoga. That's right. That should be your very last progression is yoga. It should never be your first. What your progression should be calisthenics and mobility. And if you are going to do yoga, you add in that mobility. So what does that mean? That's going to mean if you're doing that with, well, you're going to have to find out when you come down to Thailand.
That's a fact.
Just like
That's a
me.
fact. That's a fact. I find it very funny and controversial that people name body movement after a whole different name, or
Yes.
because we have calisthenics,
Yes.
we have yoga, but both of these things are body movement.
Yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
At a certain level of resistance, and basically, you're still training your body with your own body. So I don't understand how they defer to both, unless the yoga is a little bit more comfortable, because I see that a lot of people seek
Well, it's
comfortability.
that's right.
Because calisthenics is definitely not comfortable when you up on the bar doing a whole bunch of pull-ups or push-ups.
But let me tell you what is comfortable. When you look in that mirror,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
feel yourself.
That's a fact.
You know, even at your age, you can look through and say, I look great at my age, and I have challenged myself every day to where something that everyone said was impossible.
Yes.
But according to what they thought, you have broke the law of physics, and you turn around and say, good, so what's going to happen? Who's taking me in? What's going to happen? I broke the law of physics. What's going to happen?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? As a young man growing up and going to school in New York and Brooklyn, dealing with a lot of the stress of going to school out there and a lot of the ignorant situations that happened to me, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I lacked confidence because of how and the cool kids and if
Yes.
you dress nice and all these different categories while going to school, which will help you lose track of being focused on being on your schoolwork. So I wasn't as confident in school, but I thought that, I would gain my confidence as I get money, as I get older.
Yes.
I gained my dream job before I gained confidence, because I was able to become an electrical engineer, and I was doing it for 4 to 7 years, making starting off at least $100,000 a year, and then getting a raise. And then I realized that I still wasn't happy.
No.
Even after I got the money, I was able to go to all the clubs. I was able to purchase all the trips I wanted. I was able to buy a car. I was able to own my own.
Yes.
And with my own, now I'm alone. With no confidence.
Yes.
With not the right woman that seemed as if she's there for me.
Yes.
And the friends that were around me were only around me because of the things that I had. I realized that as I started to work harder on myself, I only look like this because I tried to. I didn't think that I was going to gain muscles when I started working out.
I didn't. I tried anything.
That's
I think
true.
you did
That's
it.
true. That's
Trying
true.
is the struggle.
Trying is
And
failing. That's true.
You haven't struggled with it, but let me tell you something.
That's true.
You're massively successful.
So let me rephrase that. When I started working out, my goal was not to gain muscles. My goal was to
Accomplish something.
Challenge myself, accomplish something, and then feel how I feel after that.
In you.
So being
own
consistent,
body.
yes,
Yes,
being
your own body,
consistent.
your own self.
I wouldn't want to say that, I'm like this because I worked out. I want you to think that what you see is a manifestation of what my brain would look like if you could see it in person, because this is how I think. Not necessarily you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm not a machine. I'm only a human being. So that means that if I can do it, you can do it. We all can do it.
And listen, they can do it right here
Yes,
in Thailand. And let me tell you something. What ended up happening is, for me, I found myself almost 50 years old with all this money, with everything I had, and still no satisfied. I've done everything, and what else could I do? How could I challenge myself and look good physically? So do you know how many athletes have just let themselves go because they continually
They get depressed.
train?
Yeah.
They continually train all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they continue to never train all the time. Or they want to train their only college sport specific training. It's not going to work. This training is longevity training. This training says, hey, you can hold your physique for a long time. It's sustainable. It makes you work.
So that means that because you're 49 and you look
Woo!
damn good, so that means that if you're 60,
Yes.
you can look like this.
Absolutely.
That means if you're 70,
Yes.
that means if you're 80, that means if you're 90.
Come here.
Well, that is true.
Hey, they're going to come here and do
these.
these.
Especially if you want to change your body, build muscle, lose weight, and or get out of depression and gain confidence in yourself and be a better person. Because this is how we change the world, by changing ourselves.
That's right.
Let's go.
And you got to change your dirty laundry. Wash on this six pack,
Oh
baby.
my God. How much you weigh?
330.
How much you weigh?
330 pounds. 150 kilo.
I think I gotta go home. In Thailand. Fuck that. Let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we got some of that stuff.
Yes.
Inspiring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.